about working with grassroots community groups. We covered an awful lot of ground. We're keen not to kind of reinvent the wheel, but also it's about recognising who was there, what was there, and kind of celebrating it. Really like the idea of a kind of organic metaphor and how we can support groups to do better. Kind of around that was sort of a twinning of these inspirational individuals that we know are out there, with also some of the numbers of groups that Paul was talking about, kind of upwards of 1 million civil society community groups, and how we can actually attach a kind of a collective action to that kind of individualised model. What are the support structures that are going to be needed there? And also to kind of to get around this idea of thinking that it is all about money, because obviously a lot of these community groups and very small charities never really had much money to begin with. There are things that we can do, but it is about a real sort of strong thoughts around the kind of support measures that can happen that are not necessarily immediately financial. I mean, some of that we thought was around appreciating the scale of the sector and kind of getting very much down to the local level. We're also sort of keen not to sort of get stuck on sort of targets, but also this idea of seedbed development, trying to make sure that there was small kind of encouraging sort of pots of money, places to meet, community development work. Another thing we touched on was trying to bridge the kind of digital gap with also having those kind of very raw sort of face-to-face encounters. Some of the stuff that Titus was talking around, the kind of learning and debates and citizenship stuff that we want to see happen. Just quickly, in terms of some ideas, we like the idea of civil servants and those in other professions giving a day off a month to volunteer their skills. We saw a lot of exciting opportunities in that. We also kind of like the kind of peer support and the meeting space just that we're sharing today in terms of a kind of a speed dating of community ideas we thought could go a long way as well. And also the previous group talking about a kind of scaffold and a framework. We also thought that these things needed to sort of hang together and that we did need time and resource for that.
Thanks so much. That's great.